Hey y'all, it's your girl, Shishi View here. Hi. So this is the very first video that you get to see me. Hey. So am I what y'all thought I looked like? If y'all remember the first picture for the podcast, this girl right here. Hey. So today I am doing well. I'm doing great. I had a little downfall a little bit earlier, but overall I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. My mental is well. I'm gonna move my phone because this is the first footage, so you won't see a lot of bloopers. But first and foremost, how are you guys doing today? I trust that you all are doing fine. I trust that you're all doing well. And if you're having a iffy day, if your day is not going that well, let me take off my glasses because you barely can see my face. If you are having an iffy day, if it's not going that well, please know to keep your head up. Don't give up. Keep it pushing, keep it moving, keep it going. Because you know why? Because you got it. You're a cool beanie, bow, and beauty. Gang, gang. So since this is the first video, I'm going to change the light because I want my melanin to show. Period, poo. Alright, so today's episode is going to be about spiritual awakenings. If you see me look down this way, my notes are over here. I'm going to need my glasses, y'all. I'm blind. I'm blind without my glasses. So if you're watching on either YouTube or wherever I may put this up, pretty much YouTube, then you'll see all the little bloopers and whatnot. This is the first video, so bear with me. So, spiritual awakenings. If you guys heard in the previous episode that I put out before, like back then, like go back, I put out one about spiritual awakenings and my experience with spiritual awakenings, but I don't believe I went through the steps to explain what a spiritual awakening, the steps of the spiritual awakening. So the first step or stage 1 is waking up. So when you wake up, I'm gonna put my notes out here. So when you're waking up from reality or the norm or just how life is in general right now, pretty much you're starting to wake up from that matrix or that, no, not the matrix mind. Well, yeah, the matrix mind that they have you stuck in, meaning the government, and they want you to conform to this way and that way. You're starting to wake up and open your eyes to what life really has to offer you. So you leave behind your daily routines, you're leaving behind the old habits and the life that you had before. You're starting to question everything. You may feel it's like something's missing. And in this particular stage, you may be dealing with depression, lack of motivation, and feelings of being lost, but overall, you're waking up. So in a nutshell, you're not stuck in that mind frame anymore. You're starting to feel like, I have questions and I need answers. So you're going to go onto your journey to seek these answers. No matter what, no matter how, you're willing to find these answers so you can understand. I don't like this light in my face, y'all. Ew, it's too dark. Okay. Okay, better. So you're starting to wake up and ask questions, pretty much in a nutshell. That's what it is. So stage 2. Oh, by the way, with all these stages, I list 6 of them. 6 stages. You don't always have to go in order with every, like how I'm naming it. You can go through the different stages at any different time. Any different time. And for me personally, um, mm, uh, I'll give my example at the end of what stage I went through first. So we'll get there. So stage 2 is called Dark Night or Ego. So this is when the lowest and darkest place of your journey. So like shadow work. You have to conquer and tackle those secrets and those closed doors that you've held, well, that you kept closed for a very long time. you're going to have to open them and deal with it. It gets messy. It's different. It's a doozy. It's a doozy. So something has to happen in our life. So a emotion of despair. So something has to happen in our life. And yeah, it's like an emotion of despair. So we want something meaningful and drastic to happen in our life or journey, however it is you want to define it. Or there will be a death placed or death phase within ourselves. So ego, death, initiation, as they would say. So in this point, when it says a death phase, it doesn't mean a person. It doesn't define exactly what it could be. So the death phase is pretty much you're killing off the old you so you can step into the new you, the you want to become, aka your higher self. You're starting to seek information and knowledge from the highest level possible, and you're not going to I don't want to say you ain't gonna take no for an answer, but for me, I was taking no for an answer. I have questions, I need answers. So you're killing off the old you so you can step into the new you. So that's what that is. So then you start to isolate yourselves from others, including yourself. The feeling, the heaviness of the world. Okay, that makes sense. You really just start to like push yourself away. So when you isolate yourself in this phase, in the Dark Night ego stage 2 phase, you're not isolating yourself because you don't like people, you don't want to be around people, blah blah blah. No, you're isolating yourself so you can find you need peace. You need peace of mind, you need space. And you need that time alone to really like understand who you are and what you want and where you want to go. And honestly, when you're doing the journey of this here we call life, you do have to understand that there are times where you have to do it by yourself. Everybody can't go. If you haven't heard that episode, go listen to that because it's true. Everybody can't go. There are times where you have to seek a certain level of knowledge or a path that only you can go down. Not everybody, because I want the support, I want everybody to root me. No, you're going to have to figure it out on your own. That's why sitting in solitude is so important, because you have to deal with those inner thoughts, those challenges that you just keep putting off. You have to uplift yourself and motivate yourself. You have to give yourself the love that you want. You have to care for yourself the way you want to be cared for. But sometimes you have to do it by yourself, because why are you seeking it from someone else when they don't know how to love you? You know how to love you. You know what you want. You know it's you. So when you isolate yourself, you just need some time by yourself. You just need that solitude, and that's okay. That was lengthy, but I said what I said. So the previous character or person you were is now leaving or dying away, so the new character or person can come forth. So like I said, you're stepping into your higher self. You're starting to feel something is gone. You're starting to feel a change. Like, not something's missing, but more so something is gone. Like, for real, gone within you. And it's a good gone. It's like, that feels different. But then you're starting noticing things about yourself too. You're starting to notice the way you talk, the way you act, certain things you think about, certain things that you eat. You're starting to notice a lot of changes. But that's the death phase. So this is necessary. Because you can't step into your higher self bringing in old habits and old things that you used to do. You can't bring that into your new person. You can't, because now it's like you're taking a step back. You got a taste of it, now you're like, I'm going to step back. I'm going to bring some luggage along. Imagine it this way. So you want a new house, and it's brand new, fully renovated, just built. Like, it's only been a month. It's been sitting there. Just built, all for you. You sit here and you're like, I want to bring all my, like, I don't want to say you're a hoarder, but let's say you hold on to a lot of things. And now you're going to bring all those things that cause you clutter instead of you going through the clutter to figure out what you do want, what you don't want. So now you have to, now you're bringing it into this newly renovated house and you just mess it up. You're bringing in baggage, like old baggage you don't need. Babe, let it go. Go through it and just let it go. You don't need it. So this can now be a graceful shift within ourselves. Like I said, you're going to start liking it because you're liking the change within yourself. You're really starting to appreciate the fact that you even took the time to step into this. And you'll feel lighter. Believe me. You'll feel lighter. And then you want to tell your whole tribe about how you feeling and whatnot. And it's like, it's beautiful. I love it. That stage can be scary though, because some people may not be ready to step into that. They may be so stuck with their ego and the way they think and their old habits because they got too comfortable. They don't want to believe the saying I say, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So they may want to sit in that phase as long as they can because they're scared to change. They are scared of change. So it's stepping stones. Take your time. Don't rush. So stage 3, the sponge, the explorer, however it is that you want to label it. So this particular phase, you are not sure of what you want. Simple as that. So you know clearly what you don't want. Meaning, in this phase, you know you don't want to feel sluggish. You don't want to have self-sabotage. You don't want to feel like you're lazy. You don't want to feel like you're not motivated. You don't want to be that person anymore because you want something different. You do know that, but you don't know what exactly you really want and how to get there. So this is that phase where you will start to figure some things out about yourself. That's why sitting in solitude by yourself is so necessary. You get rid of all things that don't matter to you or resonate with you anymore. So like I said, old baggage, clutter that you had before, habits that you used to do, you're letting them go. Bye-bye. Because you're not helping me. You're holding me back of anything. It's even the same thing with people in your life. Friends, family, jobs, it don't matter. Pets, shoot, everyone, everybody. You are starting to let certain things go because they don't serve you anymore. So it's like, I need to let this go so I can step into the new me. Here you go. I'm here. I want what I want. Tell me. Put me in the game, coach. So the other thing you start noticing, you will make space and maybe for the things. I only say maybe because some people will take the step to cut things out. Some people might not do it yet, so that's why I said maybe. So you will make space and maybe for the things that will align with you and connect with you with your higher self. So if you know you want to eat better, you're going to make the time and the space to start eating better, to make better choices. So when you go into the grocery store, you're going to make time to go through the produce and really check things and really look at the nutrition value and really start to ask yourself, is that good for me? I heard this fruit's good for you. Should I consume that? How much? Should I make it? You'll start asking questions. And even if it comes to people, does that person really serve me? Based off of these several conversations I've had with them, I feel very negative. I feel like they're not giving me the information I want to receive. It feels like they're holding me back. It feels like they may be a problem later on. Because my gut is telling me no. But my heart's telling me I should give a person a chance. But my gut is telling me no. So if your gut is telling you no, that person ain't for you. Let it go. So you pick up or you start doing new hobbies, jobs, you may encounter new people, and even experiences along your journey. That empty space will be filled with things that bring you happiness, joy, and peace. So, like I said, you'll start filling up with things that'll make you feel better, that'll make you feel good, that'll make you feel high in a good way so that you're aligning with your higher self. And those aren't bad things. Embrace. Take your time though. Embrace. So, writing, art, nature, having new pets, mantras, affirmations, astrology, books, people, etc. I can go on for days. You'll start picking up those things that are going to start helping you align and get to know your higher self in a better sense. So you're not feeling like, dang, like, what is my higher self? Who is my higher self? What am I doing? Like, how am I supposed to get here? So then you'll start watching certain people, like on you. Oh, excuse me, got the hiccups. You'll start watching certain people on YouTube. You'll start listening to certain music. You'll start to wear certain things that are different, like my bracelets. If you're watching a video, my bracelets, my necklace. You'll start wearing certain things that are different. You're not in for the whole flashy crap that's out here now. No, you're doing things solely for you and to make you feel comfortable and protect your energy. Another thing, you will absorb or soak up new habits or ideas within this phase, like I said. Also, you will use spiritual tools and connect with different teachers as well. So you'll start picking up different methods from other teachers that you're starting to look into, certain books. You'll just start picking up new things that are going to help you along the way. So that was stage 3. Now we're into stage 4. So it's called a soul session. Don't rush. So as I mentioned before, don't rush. Do not rush this phase. There's a lot of S's. Do not rush this phase. Please take your time. So it may take a month, a year, years, decades. Do not worry. Do not panic. Be patient with yourself. Patience is a virtue. This is a key motto for you. Patience is a virtue. So your soul / spirit is growing and evolving in an amazing way. So with you picking up new habits and you starting to pick up new ideas and new techniques to help you along the way, your soul is starting to feel whole. It's starting to feel like, wow, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling safe. I'm feeling free, like your soul should be. So then you start learning much more, or just learning about yourself. So you may start learning the person you were back then was very hot-headed. And then you start to learn about yourself that you're not really hot-headed. These are the things that made you become hot-headed. So now, let me take the time to not do those things again. Let me not be around those people. Let me start to, let me just start to cut those things off because they're not serving me in the best way. And I'm noticing all those negative energies people are starting to spew onto me. It's not good for me. It's not good for my energy. I have to protect myself. Hence the tools and the bracelets and the protection that you need, affirmations, etc., etc. Now your new routines, tools, strategies, rituals, they will help you stay focused or align with you, or align you on your journey to connect with you and your higher, to connect to you with your higher self. And that's pretty much what I just said before. You're starting to use the tools to make sure that you and your higher self stay connected at all times. You may start to seek assistance, or you work with teachers, coaches, meditate, or even do healing practices. The rituals that you're going to start doing this phase as well. So I ain't gonna go into rituals. Let me not. Let me just step back. So these few things will help you on your journey. So some of the things I know about that I like to do or I'm interested in doing and I'm willing to learn. Crystals, I don't know if it's Reiki or Reiki healing, however it is that you pronounce it. You're starting to work with your ancestors, working with candles, hoodoo voodoo, if you went to that. Connecting with different frequencies or wavelengths, and you're starting to pray more, or even you're praying more, or you're starting to pray more, or even just starting to pray in general, because you may have been a person that's like, nah, I'm not gonna talk to somebody that I can't see, nah. Somebody listening, somebody got your back, somebody keeping you safe. It's your ancestors. Who else? God. So this phase is helping you figure out what works best for you. So please remember, your journey is unique, and so every technique that you pick up is going to be catered to you. So what works for someone else may not work for you. What works for you may not work for them. So please understand that. So if Rihanna is doing voodoo and it works for her, not saying she is, I don't know what homegirl's doing, I'm just throwing something out there. If she's doing voodoo and it works for her, that doesn't mean you start tackling, because she has to be initiated and learn certain techniques and look up certain ancestors and deal with certain ancestors and et cetera, et cetera. And then at that, it may be put into her family. So don't just go after what she's doing because, oh, that's what she's doing, I should do that too. No, that works for her. Let's say SZA, I'm naming out some spiritual people I know. Let's say SZA is working with candles. SZA has to go through A, B, C, D, E, F, G to do these candles and work with these candles and understand what each candle color may mean, which ancestor she's tapping into. It's a whole thing, and she may have a certain ritual or family lineage ritual that is catered to her and her family. That doesn't mean you start touching it, because like I said, if you ain't hear that ancestor episode, go listen back. You touch them ancestors that you don't know about, they gonna look at you like, first off, skirt, who are you? Second of all, who gave you permission? Adjusting my seat. Who gave you permission to talk to me? What are we doing? And then if you keep going and you keep trying, they're gonna get their lick back, and you ain't gonna like what they do to you. That's all I'm gonna say. So that's why I'm like, I gotta be careful who I talk to, what I do, and all that, because I don't want no problems with them ancestors. I listen to minds. So stage 5, allow and surrender. So this phase, you may be feeling a lot more balanced. You might be at peace, and you might be at harmony as well. So now you're feeling the feels of your higher self. You're really starting to understand you, and you like it. And now things are feeling more like you understand it. Like, I feel good. I feel good. So this is when you start to this is when you let go. So meaning who you were before, and now that you're letting your higher self come forth and shine through. So you're fully aware that old you, dead and gone. Dead and gone. Just like the T.I. song featuring Justin Timberlake. Dead and gone. Bye-bye. So now, hey, what's up? How are you? I mean, higher self, like, what's up? Gang. Come through. I need this. You give yourself the permission to shine and be amazing. So be all you know you can be. You're starting to really step into those affirmations, like they are you now. You're saying you're enough, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're smart, I'm this, I'm that. Like, you're really starting to believe that and starting to say, yeah, I am. Because you're certain now. You're certain about yourself. You're not thinking, am I? You're not second guessing yourself. You're not doing none of that. You know you now. And nobody can tell you who you are but you. But you are willing to have assistance when you need it. So anything that ego has created, you're starting to let it go. You just let it go. So if ego comes in and say, man, you can't do that. You're not able to do this. Higher self taps in. Yes, you can. Because you know why? You made it through duh. So why can't you? How many affirmations you been telling yourself? What did you tell yourself this morning? Yeah, you got it. Don't listen to them. And sometimes, like what I say to my youngest niece, I tell her, you have to tell ego to shut the F up. You do. Because ego is going to keep pushing itself forward and forward and forward. And it is just nerve-wracking. So you got to tell ego to shut the F up. I'm not trying to hear what you got to say. I'm doing this way, and I want this. Bye-bye. So, like I said, the old patterns, the old habits, the people, experiences, but don't forget them. Don't forget them. There's a difference. So, you can let them go because it does not serve you anymore. But don't forget what they are because history loves to repeat itself. So, if you just sit there and just be like, oh, forgive and forget, whatever, and then it comes back around in another cycle, one, you didn't learn how to handle it. Two, it's here. How are you going to handle it? And three, are you going to accept what is coming towards you? Or are you going to just be like, you know what? I did do this. I messed up. Let me go back. Let me stop where I am. And let me reflect. So now you trust yourself that, hold on, go back. So you trust yourself that now you know what is best for you and what is aligning with you. So you're just certain. Like I said, you know you got it. Like, can't nobody tell you nothing. They can, but you know what I mean. So now that you're trusting the universe and God to work on your behalf as well, this is the beautiful part. You're not thinking, dang, the world did me dirty. I'm down here. I'm never going to be up here doing an A, B, C, D, F, G. I'm always going to be the last one. I'm never going to whatever. You're not thinking that no more. You're putting all your trust into God, into the universe. So manifestation's starting to be a thing with you. You starting to think of the law of attraction and really stay in tune with that, the frequencies and the wavelengths and the signs and the angel numbers. It's all starting to make sense. But also, when you pray for something, you're coming from deep down within. And then you're not just praying for you, you're praying for you, your family, your household, and other people you care about so that they're safe. And let me tell you something. Excuse me. Prayer is powerful. I don't care what nobody tell you. Prayer is powerful. When you have one person in your house praying over not only their safety, but everyone else's safety and then some, you're welcome. Say thank you to them because they looking out for you and everybody. And y'all good. But definitely put your trust into the universe, God, higher power, however it is you define God. Put your trust and you'll see the magic. The universe will support you, guide you, provide for you, and uplift you throughout your journey, which is absolutely true. So stage 6, the last stage. But like I said, each stage is different for everyone. You may do stage 5 first. You may do stage 3 first. Everyone's different. But the stages are the stages. You just might go through in a different order. So the sixth stage is full awareness and service. Divinity, light, and love will have your full awareness. Ego does not live here anymore. Spreading more light is your mission and service throughout your journey. You're doing what you truly love. This is a key. So, the high form of happiness in your life, you're starting to give compliments. You're doing it. Like, you're starting to understand this isn't about me. I want to start making other people feel good just how I made myself feel good. I want them to feel the same thing. You're committing and you're really giving this your all. Pretty much this whole act of giving. The form will start to uplift the world in a drastic way. And it will also uplift you in a drastic way as well. So take it like this. Walk up to a person and give them a compliment. A genuine, wholehearted compliment. And watch them smile. Don't ask for nothing back. Just give them a compliment. Smile, nod your head, keep it pushing. It's amazing. Like with this guy at my job, like I told you guys before, his shoes were just... His feet would have been cold this winter, like extremely cold. And the fact that in my heart, my mind, body, and soul, I can't see someone else live like that, it hurts me. It hurts me for them. He was toughing it through. He comes to work every day. He'll come to work sick. He's like me. He just come to work. I want to make my money. I want to do what I got to do and go home. But your feet are your foundation. And you need to protect your feet at all times. So you coming in with these shoes, it's like your feet ain't protected no more. Your feet needs a new... I'm only laughing because I said news. Your feet need a new shelter. And he was always saying to me, I'm going to get some. Don't worry. I'm going to buy some. I appreciate the offer. And da-da-da. He even made an excuse to not accept the gift from me. That when he wears white socks, he doesn't want the blackness from the shoes to mess up his white socks. Which, I guess, I've only had pants and shoe issues. Wear dark denim jeans with white sneakers and it bleeds. If it's raining, even hot, it bleeds onto your white shoes. But what he was saying, I was like, I guess, but no. So I still took the initiative to give him these shoes because you might wait when it's snowing to get new shoes. And from what his brother told me, because his brother works there, he said he has a pair of new shoes, he just won't wear them. So I found some work shoes, and they were black, and I went out of my way, I bought them for him. I'm like, I got a few extra bucks, I don't want nothing back, and I bought it for him. And I gave it to his brother to give to him, because he told me, I don't want him to start looking at you or feeling different, and I know you two are cool, so I don't want them to be any problems, so just give it to me so I can give it to him. And yeah, it made me feel good. I did not want any money back. I did not want anything. A thank you is just enough. Like, I'm so simple. A thank you is just enough. I don't want your money. I don't need anything. If we set up a, what do you want to call it? If we set up an exchange, and if you do this for me, I'll give you this, and we have that understanding, okay, I get that. That's different. But if I'm just doing it out of the kindness of my heart, I don't want nothing back from you. A thank you is fine with me. So you will start to open your mind so much more. Sure, little story, sorry. So you will open your mind so much more, and you'll start to live in a life of love. So you're going to start loving with your heart. Heal with love, joy, and happiness. So how do I want to say it? Okay. So do what you truly want in life. I said it different on the paper, but yeah. Don't be afraid to be great and amazing. Stay passionate and motivated. So this part is, it's important. It's very important because a lot of us, we live in a popcorn society. We want, 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 want. But when is there a time to start giving back? To give back to someone? Why is it always we want, 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 want? It's like you can give and give and give, but you can only give it so much. And yeah, you could receive only but so much, but just give. And don't expect nothing back half the time. Just give. I have a motto now when I do something nice. I'm like, pay it forward. Here, I'll just buy you this. I don't want it. Here, I'll just give you this. I don't want it. And I'm not saying that to be rude. It's just, that's not why I did it. So I don't know what people you deal with, but that's not why I did it. I did it because I wanted to. So pay it forward. Give it to the next person. So pretty much in a nutshell, these are the 6 stages of spiritual awakening. Now, please do remember, when you go through these phases, you may experience them in different orders. They won't be listed as how I named it. You may experience it at different levels. Now, for me personally, when I started my spiritual awakening, where was I? I was dealing with stage 1 and stage 3. So stage 1 and stage 3, pretty much stage 3 is you starting to get rid of the things that don't matter to you. You're starting to realize, this does not serve me. I don't want this anymore. And stage 1 is when you're starting to leave your old habits behind. And you're starting to feel depressed. I'm looking at my notes. Depressed, lack of motivation, feelings of loss. So you're starting to feel like, I'm missing something, but I want to let these old habits go. So I was in between the two. My second stage was, believe it or not, it was soul session. So yeah, it actually took till my birthday in 2020 to realize I was dealing with a situation. I had to handle it, and it's like, I can't move forward in life till I do that. So there was that, and I'm so happy I did. I'll say that story for another time. But yeah, you start to notice things and feel a certain type of way, but just be patient. Just take your time. It does not mean you have to rush. Just because it worked for that person in 2 days, whatever, doesn't mean it's going to work for you in 2 days. It might take you a little bit longer. But overall, just be patient. Give yourself space. Give yourself time. And just be one with yourself. And really love on yourself. So that's all I have to say today for you guys for this episode. So the song of the day, since I didn't do one last episode, don't roast me. The song of today will be Lizzo. Am I ready? I love that song. It makes me feel happy. It makes me want to just jump around, just feel good. But yes, so that's it for today's episode. If you guys enjoyed the episode today, please comment, rate, like, subscribe, because it's going on YouTube. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit your girl up. Follow me on my socials, which will be listed in the show notes below. So that's today. I love you guys so much. Shout out to everyone, everybody in different countries and different areas that are following your girl. Thank you for joining the gang. Cool beanies, bows, and beauties. Gang, gang, gang. Yeah. I love you guys. You're amazing. Oh, messing up. You're amazing. So stay tuned to another episode with your girl, Shishi Bew Pod. And yeah. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. If no one told you that, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Don't ever forget that. I mean it. And please try to be safe. Be careful. Watch your surroundings. Watch who you talk to, who you with. Also, love on somebody. Be a light in a just positive energy to someone. And be patient with yourself. Enjoy the day. Take care. You are enough. You are amazing. You're beautiful, you're spectacular, and you got this. Whatever it is that you're going through today, please do remember that this too shall pass. Keep your head up, keep your faith up, keep it pushing, keep it moving, keep it going. You know why? Because you got this, and I believe in you. Cool Beanie Bone Beauty. All right, so I will catch you guys in the next one. I love you guys so much. Bye.